Hey guys, today I want to talk about purpose or your purpose, and I want to kind of dive into how this is related to business because I believe it comes up for a lot of us when we are looking at becoming an entrepreneur and starting a business. And sometimes we hear things like, we're going to do the work because it's my purpose, or my purpose is this certain work. And I want to talk a little bit about my understanding of our purpose and how it does fit into our business and maybe what it is that you're really feeling called to do or what you're passionate about. Because I think it's helpful, because for me, it's been a bit of a journey. And I know really in the beginning, I was really interested, like, yeah, I want to know my purpose and I want to know why I'm here and I want to be fulfilling that. And as I've gone through my journey as an entrepreneur, I've had a better understanding of what our purpose really is from what I can see, or from what I understand and from my experience. And it's kind of changed things a little bit. I think it gives you a bit of a different perspective. And then I also want to give you guys some tips that I have found through my own experience and through what I've learned as far as helping you really step into your purpose, right? Okay, so what I hear from so many people when they are looking to start a business, and a lot of coaches who are wanting to get into coaching and helping other people, is the things that people are struggling with is feeling unfulfilled in whatever work it is that they're doing right now. They're feeling bored. They're feeling like it doesn't really have a purpose, that they're meant to be doing something more, like something is missing for them, that they're playing small and they're hiding and they're meant to be doing, like they could be making a lot bigger of a difference in people's lives than what they're doing. And a lot of times, like, I think when we are in this place, we can see things coming up like comparison, and jealousy, because we're not feeling like we're living the life that we're meant to be. So that's one of the big things that comes up. Another thing is thinking like once you have this certain thing happen in your life, then you're going to be happy, or then you'll be in the place where you can like sit back and relax, and really thinking like always feeling like, oh, when this happens, then I'll be happier. When this happens, and being stuck in that place. Another thing that really comes up for people is what I would refer to as buffering, but using things like eating, or like emotional eating, or drinking, or doing drugs, or shopping, or Netflixing, or, being on social media all the time, like those things to help kind of deal with this emptiness that we may be feeling of this thing that's missing for us. Okay, so I want to talk about what I feel like are like, what is your purpose, and the steps for really stepping into that. And so what I have come to understand, is that your purpose is not the work that you do. So the fact that I'm a coach doesn't mean that that's like my purpose is to coach other people. But what I think my purpose is, and what all of our purposes are, is to become our best version of ourselves, and to go after our dreams, to go after our desires, to do the things that we want to do with our life, and to be authentic about it, and not to do what we think we should do or what other people are doing, but what we really want to do, and not just think about it and not just wish about it, but to actually go and do it, and to become that person, and to do the things that we're feeling called to do. That's what I think our purpose is. I don't think it's like one specific thing you do, or it's your career or your job, but I really think it's to become your highest version of you, and to do the things you want to do with your life. It's, like we're here and we're meant to expand, we're meant to learn, we're meant to grow. And I really think that when you do that, and when you take on that challenge, or the challenge that is life, and use as an opportunity to grow and to expand and to continue going towards those things that you want, that is fulfilling your purpose, Like that's what we're here to do. And so for all of us, that's going to look different because we all want different things. We all have certain things that are most important to us. And I think we all have kind of our own calling or desires of what we want to be doing with our life. Okay? So that's really what I have come to understand and just what really resonates with me. So there's a few things I just want to go through. So number one is understanding that like your purpose is a journey inward. It isn't about accomplishing outward things in our life. And that's definitely something that I've really come to recognize even with growing my business, because starting and growing my business has been the biggest personal transformational journey ever for me. Like that's really been the jumping off point, the biggest jumping off point for me. And I've learned so much through the journey, and it's really been the thing that has forced me to recognize like who I am, what I really want, and what I'm capable of, and making those things happen. And it's definitely forced me to push through all the blockers that have been blocking me from, I would say, like really showing up in my life in the way that I want to. So I think being an entrepreneur is it's very challenging, and it's also very rewarding because it's such an opportunity for you to work through those things that have been holding you back, not only in your business, but what shows up in one place in our life shows up in all places. So I think you can see it as a journey, not necessarily to like get somewhere, but to overcome your own obstacles that have been holding you back from getting the things, from experiencing the things that you want in your life. So it's really more about that transformation than it is about like actually accomplishing some sort of outward thing, which you will anyways, and that's like an amazing part of it, right? But like through going through those inner obstacles, we accomplish great things in our life, and we start to see those ripple out into our actual life and the things that we experience, which is amazing. So that's the first one. Second one is understanding that it's a never-ending journey. So how I mentioned in the beginning, like a lot of us think when we get there or when we accomplish a certain thing, when we get married, when we have our own business, when we make $100,000 in our business, like whatever it is, when we get to that place, then it will be complete. We'll be happy. We'll be finished. It will just be like, the angels will sing, and you'll be like, I'm done. I've accomplished it. I've gotten there. And the thing is, like, that's not how it works. Like once you accomplish one goal, then you just want to move on and accomplish the other goal. And that's what we're here to do. That's what we're driven to do, is to continue expanding and continue having new desires and going after those desires. And so I think that's an amazing thing. And it also allows you to actually really enjoy the journey instead of getting so caught up in the fact that I have to get to this place and I'm not going to be happy and I'm not going to enjoy the ride. And it's just like, I'm going to put my head down and rush, or, not really have any fun until I accomplish this certain thing. And then you accomplish it and you're like, that's it. Like I did it. Like it doesn't even feel like how I thought. And that's because then it's going to be that next thing, and that's okay. So, but really what this teaches us is to enjoy the journey, and that it is really all about the expansion or the inner work that we go through in order to achieve those outward accomplishments. Okay. The third thing that I want to say is that I have definitely learned, whatever it is, that discomfort equals good. It equals growth when it comes to like fear or discomfort of putting yourself out there or doing things that are unknown. And that for so many of us, we avoid those things at all costs. Because we always want to feel comfortable and we want to feel safe. And the growth that is available to us in our lives happens in the unknown. So many people hold themselves back from starting or really going all in their business because of all the unknowns. They're like, how do I know if it's going to be successful? What if I fail? What if I can't make it work? Like, those are all the unknowns that go into starting and growing a business. And it's also those unknowns that make that process so amazing and allow for so much growth. Okay. So recognizing that it's a lot like working out, and you might have sore muscles after you go to the gym and you lift some heavy weights, or you go to a yoga class and you do some stretches that you hadn't done. Like, you might feel sore afterwards, and that's okay because you're building those muscles or stretching those muscles. And it isn't a bad thing. It's the discomfort that comes with growth of doing new things and kind of pushing your limits of what is comfortable for you. Okay. So you can think discomfort equals good, and you can move towards your fears, and those can be doorways for transformation for you. So if you're really afraid of getting visible or doing videos or those types of things, like, those are the things that probably are going to make the biggest difference for you and that are going to allow you to grow so much. And I saw that for videos for myself. Like, I was so scared to do videos before I started my business, and I put off doing them forever. And the more I put them off, the scarier they seemed. And then I finally did one, and it's been video that's actually been the biggest thing that's transformed my business and transformed me. Because I had this story in my head that they were so scary and I couldn't do them and I wasn't good at them, and all these things. And I just did it. And I was like, okay, that wasn't even that bad. And that was the one thing that really allowed my business to take off as well. So had I never done that and gone through that doorway to that fear, I would have missed out on all that videos have done as far as growing my business and allowing me to see that I can do things that I'm scared of, and that it's not going to hurt me, and I can actually get good at them and enjoy them. So allow yourself to feel that discomfort and to do the things that aren't comfortable, because there's so much growth that happens through those. And that's really where all the things that you're wanting to move towards are through that discomfort. Okay. All right. Number 4, get real about what it is that you want. So many of us don't even know what we want. We base what we think we want off of what society tells us we want, or what our friends want, or what our family wants, or what we see other people doing. And we don't really get real and tell ourselves, or even admit to ourselves, what it is that we really want. Or we don't really think it's possible, or it's not reasonable, or whatever it is. And we don't allow ourselves to want the things we actually really want. So get real with yourself. What is it that you want? Do you want a super successful coaching business? Do you want to be making $100,000 per year in your coaching business? Do you want to be making $1 million per year in your coaching business? Do you want to have a totally location independent coaching business where you can travel the world? Do you want to be working with international clients? Do you want to be holding retreats in amazing, beautiful places in the world? Like, what do you want to have the freedom to be able to travel with your family and be able to pick up your kids from school whenever you want, and to set your schedule around your activities and your family's activities? Like, what do you really want? Like, what are those things? Get real with yourself, write them down, and allow yourself to want the things you really want and to believe that they're possible for you, because they are when you allow yourself to go there. Okay, number 5 is getting clear on the excuses that are stopping you from going towards those things you want. So for most of us, it's usually, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't know how to do it, other people aren't supporting me in it, they don't get it, whatever it is. All of us have all these excuses for why we don't have those things that we want. But get clear on what those excuses are, and then recognize that those excuses are the things that you need to solve in order to get that end result that you want. So let's say that I wanted to start my coaching business, and then I have all these excuses about why I can't get started in my business, or why I can't grow my business. I don't know how to find the right people. I don't know how to run a business. I don't know if I need an LLC. I don't need, make a huge long list. It's probably like a page or 2 pages long, maybe even longer. And that's just the problems or the obstacles that you need to solve for, you need to figure out to make it happen. It doesn't mean that you can't make it happen. It just means you need to do those things. That's the pathway to make that happen. That's the pathway to make your business happen. Okay, it's just a shift in how you're thinking about it, but it changes everything. Instead of it becoming something that's impossible, it becomes something that's totally possible. And actually now you have the roadmap. You just have to solve these challenges and then you have that end result. Okay, so different way of thinking about it. Okay. And the other thing is to realize that all those excuses you're telling yourself, they're excuses that are solvable. They're figure outable. They're stories. And it's a choice whether you get a choice. You have the choice of keeping your excuses or letting go of your excuses and getting your dream. And so you get to ask yourself, what do I want? Do I want my excuses, which I may think are very valid? I may think that they're absolutely true, but they're holding me back from getting my dreams, or I can let those go and I can have my dreams. Okay? All right, number 6, take an action. Okay? In order to, like I said, your purpose is about becoming the best version of yourself, accomplishing those things that are creating the life that you want, following your dreams. And so those things all happen through taking action. So we can sit and wish and think and dream all that we want, but unless we're willing to actually take action towards something, we're not going to move forward. We're going to stay in the exact same spot. So taking action is absolutely necessary. So once again, I can go back to that last step where you came up with that list of excuses. Now you just need to start solving each of those excuses, checking them off your list, and taking action to make that happen. And you do that, and you will be well on your way to your dreams, or you will accomplish your dreams, because getting through all those excuses is going to get you there. Okay? So I hope you guys found that helpful. I think it's an important topic because purpose comes up a lot, especially in coaching. And like I said, when you're an entrepreneur and you're starting your business. And so that has been my understanding through the work that I've gone through starting, growing my business, and just like the personal growth and mindset work that I've done throughout the journey. And so I hope you find that helpful when you're thinking about like purpose and your business and how it all fits together. And if you want support with all these things, with how do you find clients, how do you get through that list of excuses that are stopping you, and you want to have like an actual game plan so that you're not getting stuck in those and you don't have to figure them all out by yourself, and you have someone that can actually like walk you through how to do those things, how to set up a system to get those ideal clients. Like, how do you work through these fears that come up? And if you're finding yourself getting stuck in it, how do you create an amazing business and get visible even if you're an introvert and you have these certain fears that come up? Like, those are the things I help all my clients with. And if you are wanting support with that, I would love to speak with you about that. So you can sign up for a free business breakthrough call with me, and we can go through your business together and really come up with a game plan to help you accomplish those goals, to help you step into that purpose of going after your dreams and becoming that best version of yourself. So if you're interested in that, click on the link by this video and you can sign up for a free business breakthrough call with me. But I hope you found this super helpful. Let me know in the comments below any questions you have that relates to purpose and finding your purpose and stepping into your purpose, because I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.